They're terrible. There's a reason why they changed. Thanks, guys, and good evening, everybody. The Mariners are real happy to see these Padres come to town based on what happened the last time they got together. Great pitching, a sweep down in San Diego. It'll be interesting to see if they can pull it off again this weekend. Eric Bedard was a big part of it.
Well, you talked about it. The Padres have struggled offensively this year, and when the Mariners went into San Diego, the Padres saw their top three. First you see Eric Bedard, then you come back with Michael Pineda, and they're going to finish things off with Felix Hernandez. It really doesn't get much easier, even though Vargas is going tonight, but that was a tough round for any club. We've seen that combination a couple of times this year, and it can be devastating to an offense. So hopefully the guys will keep them at bay again, because the pitching was nasty in San Diego.
That indeed. Now the Padres offense, as we take a look at the steel cut above the rest, Padres offense has picked up just a little bit, but here's what has happened since 07. The Mariners against the Padres, Mariners have had their way.
And you like to see the 4.5 runs a game. Clearly the record shows that at 18-9. If they're going to average 4.5 runs in this series, Dave, they're going to win some ball games because of their pitching. But you see the batting average up at 286. All good signs for the Mariners offense.
Jason Vargas gets the start. He looked really good against the Phillies back on the 19th of June.
Well, Jason has really pitched well. You know, you talked about the Phillies, and then a little bit unfortunate with some of the luck. Florida beat him around a little bit, a couple of walks for him. But if he keeps the walks to a minimum tonight, the Padres will try to run on him. They're second in the National League and trying to steal bases. If he can keep those guys to a minimum, he should be okay.
And Dustin Mosley, as you've heard about, getting not very good run support at all. But again, the Mariners on a little bit of a downtrend. The Padres on an upswing. So hopefully the Mariners can get it back together as we start the month of July. It's throwback to 1984. Geez, that was an NBC Philly back then. Those uniforms, they haven't improved since then. Talking about the Padre uniforms. San Diego and Seattle. Mariner baseball. First pitch. Straight ahead.
Sports brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. By Quest. Quest is becoming CenturyLink. CenturyLink, your link begins here. Find out more at CenturyLink.com/link. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting the Motor City Madman Ted Nugent July 8th and 9th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Once again, the players wearing uniforms back from 1984, and they're not the only ones dressing up in the 80s, as you can see here. In fact, I am wearing parachute pants, which you just can't see beneath the desk here out here in the pen, presented by Root Sports. Brad Adam with you. Angie Mentix with a fan who takes us back and shows us what it was like, what we were wearing in the 80s.
It's a new bottle of Aquanet. I don't have any authentic old bottles any longer, but it was a staple back in the day.
All right, as were the Madonna bracelets.
Madonna bracelets, got the fingerless gloves, got the leggings with the lace bottom, mini skirt, the green lame shirt, and lots of beads.
Did you go out and buy all this?
I actually owned most of it.
Maybe it's time to clean out the closet.
Yeah, well, my daughter says these shoes are in now, so she's 18 and now she will get them.
Alrighty, she's probably going to be in the 80s costume contest coming up tonight. Also, we got a 1984 history lesson, and where are they now? And Jay Buhner, who you don't want to miss, up in the booth. It's Crockett up there. Tubbs, I can't remember which one he looks like from Miami Vice. That's all coming up throughout the game. And first pitch by Sir Mix-a-Lot, Seattle rap legend. Baby got back and Posse on Broadway, and that's a one-hopper for a strike. You know what? Because we're in a generous mood tonight, let's go back and give him another shot. There you go. He gets it all the way there. Mosley Vargas, game one of the set. Lineups coming up on Mariners Baseball here on Root Sports.
Chamber of Commerce Day here in Seattle for a night where we have throwback to 1984. We really did dress like that back in the day. And tonight we're going to celebrate 1984 with the dance, the look, including the Mariners and the Padres in their 1984 threads as we open up a weekend series interleague style against the San Diego Padres. Welcome everybody to Mariner Baseball here in Seattle, Washington at Safeco Field. I'm Dave Sims along with Mike Flowers and the Root Sports crew on a fabulous, fabulous night. Postcard perfect. We take a look at the San Diego Padres lineup that'll face Jason Vargas.
Okay, thank you, Dave. And for the Padres today, Chris DeNorpia leading things off, hitting .300. Chase Headley's been swinging the bat well lately, almost has a .300 average. Ryan Ludwig, he provides the power. 10 home runs, 51 RBIs for him. And then you get down to Orlando Hudson hitting 7th. The veteran second baseman, he's been traveling around a little bit over the last few years now with the Padres, and Nick Hundley will hit 9th. Numbers for Vargas, 3.88 ERA, 100 and 4 innings pitched.
First pitch swinging. D'Onofrio drives one to right field. Ichiro is out there, and you see, look at the uniform. We'll talk about the uniforms in a second. Do the defense first.
Easy play for Ichiro. Let's take a look at the rest of the defense. You have Figueroa in left. Gutierrez back out in center field. And on the infield, Biggins and Ryan on the left side. Kennedy and Smoke on the right side of the infield. And Josh Bard will do the catching.
Perfect conditions here tonight. 69 degrees. Wind out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour. Trying to dial back, Mike, to get back into the sensibilities of 1984 when it comes to the uniforms. Got a little mixture with Jason Vargas with the high tops and the stirrups.
I don't think there were too many high tops back then, right?
Here's the other thing. Got a kick out of Eric Wedge talking about it. He said he was going to get all over anybody who didn't have their stirrups on correctly.
I bet half of them didn't know how to do it. Didn't know which side was front and back.
Mike Carp appears to have gotten them backwards.
That's a fine.
That's what Chris Chambliss said. That's a major violation as Hallian rings up Jason Bartlett for the second out. Kangaroo Court will be in session.
Oh, yeah. I remember him well. I was a freshman at Tacoma Community College in '84. So when the Mariners were on TV, they weren't on TV a lot back then. But when they were on, got a chance to see these uniforms.
Chase Headley, third baseman. Padres in '84 won the National League and went to the World Series. Played the Tigers, and the Tigers, rampaging ball club that year, got up to the 35-5 start. After being 35-5, they came to Seattle, where they got swept. 1984. And it is a little unusual to see the high top kicks on Vargas with the stirrups, but it's all in good fun here tonight. They sit up the middle by Headley. Look at what the Mariners did in '84, fifth in the American League West.
Alvin Davis, AL Rookie of the Year.
Mr. Mariner, what a campaign.
Look at the year. 27 home runs, 116 RBIs. First round pick, sinker baller Billy Swift.
University of Maine, Del Crandall places Chuck Cartier as manager on 1st of September. By the way, happy Canada Day to all the folks up in Canada. They're July 1. First pitch to Ryan Ludwig in there for a strike. Where did the first 82 games go? Went kind of fast, don't you think?
They did, and I think the main reason why, Dave, is because the Mariners have played well. You know, coming into the season not knowing what to expect from the club, that they've been at 500 for the most part. Last series certainly hurt that, but hopefully they can pick those games back up here against the Padres.
Ryan Ludwig got 10 home runs. Came over from the Cardinals last year, and the subject of people here in Seattle trying to get the poke and the nudge on Jack Zarensik, saying, hey, this might be a guy you might want to go after. In terms of adding a veteran right-handed bat. Tom Hallian calling timeout. Tom Hallian, the home plate umpire. Phil Cuzzy at first, Bill Miller at second, and Chris Conroy at third. Ludwig has really picked up his hitting since back on right before the Mariners were there in May. Since May 11th, hitting at a .317 clip. Been safely at 24 of his last 31 games. The crowd still streaming in here to Safeco Field. 1-2 pitch outside. Gil Olivo, hope to have him back tomorrow. You know, he was out with cramps a few games ago. Dustin Ackley bruised ribs, nothing serious. Wedge hopes to have him back in the lineup tomorrow. Big question with the Mariners, who's going to start Sunday's ball game. Right now is down as TBA. And Eric Wedd said it's somebody that is not currently on the roster. Somebody to be called up. Runner goes, and that ball hammered left side and foul. Pfister, Corey Lupke, the matchup tomorrow, and then Mariners will name someone tomorrow for the Sunday start against Matt Latos. Two at two here to Ludwig. Struck him out. Good pitch by Vargas. Couple strikeouts here in the first inning. Throw back to 84 night here in Seattle. Mariners Vice. Yeah, that rocks. Flashback to 1984, everybody. Hello. Nice look. Sporting a Griffey shirt. Let's take a look at the Mariners starting line of the batting order tonight for the boys.
It'll be Ichiro, Brendan Ryan, and Adam Kennedy will play second. Nick Ackley getting the night off. Smoke Cust, the DH, hitting fifth. Figueroa Gutierrez. Josh Bard having his second start. He will hit eighth. And then Sean Figgins back in the lineup hitting ninth. Numbers for Mosley, ERA just over 3 for him. He's pitched well.
Foul ball by Ichiro. Mosley, as Bill Kruger talked about in the pregame show, run support. Boy, he and Doug Pfister can compare notes. Ichiro. 1-1 count. Oh, baby. That's pretty good. That's nicely done. 1-1. Ichiro just wearing the blue stockings, not going with the stirrups here tonight.
Maybe he just wanted to be safe and not get fined.
Foul ball down the line. You know, talking to some of the writers for Goof, for instance, some of these guys weren't even born in 1984. And then in talking to Eric Wedge, he said, "You think the guys they're going to be uncomfortable putting the stirrups on because you did that?" And you know, when they're down, you're used to, now they use that unisock look.
Right.
But the stirrups, you feel a little, it's a little, what, about a half inch of that? Not even.
Not even.
Charging is a third baseman Headley throws across, but it's a different feeling if you haven't done it your entire life.
Having played and having to put the uniforms on, the other thing that they're a little bit uncomfortable because it seemed like they never fit quite right because obviously the guys have their uniforms tailored for them. As you take a look at the stirrups.
You can see Karp has his on backwards to the far right. We'll have to get on him. Here's some of the Mariners who were born in 1984. Doug Pfister, Adam Moore, Sean Kelly. Banner Bank bringing you building to the future. Built to this. Brendan Ryan jumps on the first pitch, rides it deep to left. Ludwig can't get it. One hop off the fence. Ryan will cruise into second with the double. And for Brendan Ryan, his fourth. Make that his 10th double of the year. Oh, he got the first pitch and liked it and hammered it.
Hammered it is right. This is a loud double off of Brendan Ryan going up, being aggressive. It looks like they wanted to go away with a fastball. Left it middle in. Short hops the fence out in left field. Good start for the Mariners.
We're figuring that this man right here, Adam Kennedy and Jamie Wright of the Mariners Ball Club, are probably the last two guys to wear stirrups on this ball club back in their early days.
I think I dropped the stirrups in about 97, 98.
Fouled into the glove of Hummer. 21. Adam Ant. Oh, baby. Strike called to Adam Kennedy. I don't remember any Adam Ant songs. I do remember seeing him passing through MTV. Kennedy at 264, 6 homers, 24 runs batted in.
We'll have Jay Buhner joining us. I'm sure he was a big Adam Ant fan. We'll ask him about that.
Edie's music connoisseur. 2-2 to Adam Kennedy. Mariners lost 3 straight to the Braves. They've lost 7 of 9. Finished June with a record of 11-16. San Diego's won 4 straight. Beat Kansas City 3 times and Atlanta once. Won 7 of their last 8. They're no longer in last place in the West over in the National League inside. 1 game lead over the Dodgers, who are in last place starting today. In fact, the scoreboard out in left center field has reverted back to 1984 form as well. 3-2 pitch. Base hit into right center field. Ryan's coming around. He's going to score. The Mariners have an early 1-0 lead. RBI for Adam Kennedy is 25th. A nice hitting on a 3-2 payoff pitch. Kennedy produces a run.
This is ball firmly back up the middle. Brendan Ryan at second had to wait. Thought maybe the second baseman Orlando Hudson was going to dive and possibly catch it, but because it was in the gap, he was still able to score.
So Adam Kennedy checking in with a base hit. That ended an 0 for 5 for him. Smoke's got an 0 for he's trying to deal with too. 0 for his last 21. Ludwig comes over and makes it 0 for 22, 2 down. Jack Cust struck out 3 times on Wednesday. A couple of hits on the homestand, 1 to home run, a couple of runs batted in. Now that Jack Cust the move. They played bust the move here. My kids, let's see, that 1984, so 84, 85ish. They were young and we have video of them. They used to love that song.
Padres put the shift on. Hudson back on the grass. The shortstop Bartlett over on the other side of second base. So they're expecting Jack to pull the ball if he hits it on the ground.
2-0 to Cust, who's 6 for 11 against Mosley. He's had a good year stealing bases, too. He's 6 out of 7. He got caught for the first time on Tuesday in the 5-4 loss to Atlanta. 2-1. Mosley's 29 years old, born and still lives in Texarkana, Arkansas. There's 2 wins on the season. He won at the Dodgers on April 1st and beat Houston on May 3rd. 1-1 record, a 2.63 ERA in the month of June. Strike 2.
He will throw a cutter in on the hands of the left-hander, so they have to be aware of that.
Two. Is he able to hold? No, he didn't. Chris Conroy rings him up. That'll do it for the Mariners. They do get a run on a couple of hits and leave a man. 1 inning complete. 1-0. Mariners, the mullet. It's back for a night only, we hope. She's got a fashion statement that somebody wants to make.
And apparently accessorizing in the 80s, so very important. Tell me about the phone.
We just went online looking for props for costumes for an 80s night, and we found 2 phones.
Okay, and how did you come up, or where did you get the white leisure suit? Was this in your closet or something you acquired?
My wife made them.
Oh, really? The jacket and the pants?
Yes, yes.
You are talented, because that is a good-looking suit. You didn't make this, though, did you? This is good.
No. Thrift store.
Perfect. Excellent. Please notice the glitter in the hair.
Jesus Guzman strikes out first out of the inning. And we're joined by our own fashion plate himself, Jay Buhner.
He stole my jacket and my shirt.
But it works, man. You're rocking it well. Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You doing all right?
See you guys. Yeah, it's a great day, man.
So 1980.
What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, that's
straight
about,
clown, aren't we?
That's about right. That's about right.
One down here in the second brings up Cameron Maven. 1984. What kind of memories jump out at you? Come back to Vargas real quick. 2 outs.
I just signed with the Pittsburgh Pirates in the second round, and I was off to Watertown, New York, to play
in the Penn League.
Yeah, in the New York Penn League. So I played two and a half months in the New York Penn League, and went home for the winter, and abruptly got traded immediately. And I thought I'd done something wrong, and was reassured that no, you didn't do something wrong. It's a good thing. And but I was going to the evil empire, which I wasn't real happy about, going to the Yankees. But when it was all said and done, it was probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me.
Was it the Pirates that didn't want to make you a pitcher?
It was actually the year before my freshman year at JUCO at McClendon Community College in Waco, Texas. They the Pirates drafted me, brought me in, and they wanted to make me a pitcher, and I basically didn't show up the second day. I jumped on an airplane and flew home. Needless to say, they were a little PO'd.
2 strikes to Orlando Hudson. Oh, that's funny. Man, it seems like yesterday, doesn't it, in some respects?
It does. It does. Time flies, man.
Off the fist. Ooh,
off the
foul
knee.
ball.
That'll
That's
leave him
not
I think that was on the inside of his knee.
The O-Dog, irrepressible, but boy, I tell you.
It makes you sick at your stomach.
Yeah. We've all done it. Take a look at the swing by Hudson. Yep, right off the kneecap. It hits you on the inside of your kneecap, and that's exactly the reaction you're going to get.
Yeah, you jelly leg. You can't help but go down.
Man. That's a tough go. Padres have played some good ball recently, winning 7 of their last 8. He's going to.
Breaking out in a cold sweat right now.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to walk off, too, because you'll get some swelling in there.
Two outs here in the second inning. Orlando Hudson.
The way he's rolling around doesn't look like he's going to stay around.
Right. And like you said, the swelling's going to set in any second now if it hasn't already.
Well, you hope it doesn't break your leg.
Yeah.
Take another look at it. It's right off the inside of his kneecap.
Speaking of 84 or late 80s, I saw Lenny Sakata do the same thing in spring
Remember
training.
him? Yeah,
Lenny Sakata.
Lenny Sakata,
Nicely done.
blast from the past, hit one off his leg, broke his shin, and it looked like a grapefruit. And coming out of the Sandy sock, it was one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. So that does leave a mark, no doubt about it.
They're going to have to get somebody. Rob Johnson, former Mariner, get reserve infielder, ready to roll here. So you mentioned good crowd on hand. Looks like we're going to have upwards of 25,000 here. Orlando Hudson.
They're helping him off.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
not
ain't good.
That's not good at all. Not the way you want to start your weekend.
We were looking at some of the pictures of the Mariners when they were introducing him to come up and hit. Adam Kennedy, Adam Ant. Give me an Adam Ant tune.
I cannot think of one. What is that one?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
I just can't remember.
I don't remember the name of it, but that's
what? Come on,
that's it. Yeah.
I came up with Gary Newman in Cars.
He showed me that.
Shocked that I got
nice.
that one.
That was nice. It was like, yeah, Jay Buhner, 80s reference. Boom!
1-0 on the board.
Early lead.
Now this is not easy. Got an 0-2 count. You've been sitting there, thinking if I'm going to get used, it's going to be later on at night. Now you get an 0-2 count.
Yeah, it doesn't go against you. Swing it.
Goody Two Shoes. Thank you, Chris Taylor. It's the name of that song that we're thinking of.
No wonder I didn't know it.
Yeah, right.
That was one thing I was not. Yeah, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
There you go. And Gonzalez fouls it into the glove of Barton. That'll do it. So Jason Vargas off to a nice start these first 2 innings. Got a 1-0 lead. 1984 here at the ballpark, Safeco Field. Seen some good ones here. First game ever. There's Carlos Peguero to lead it off. Peguero, Gutierrez, and Bard 6, 7, and 8. Strike one to Peguero. Tried to move him back off the plate a little bit. He's got his stirrup on wrong, on backwards too, on his right leg. Rick White said he'll have to deal with those guys later. Mike and I were
long
talking.
end in the back, short in the front.
Right. All right. Little.
He might not have been born when they were wearing stirrups.
Real good chance. Hits it hard the other way. Ludwig over. Wow, nice catch. Oh, man. That last lunge got it.
Carlos getting off the plate, ends up hitting the ball hard the other way. Ludwig with a fine running catch, robs him of a double for sure.
Go Gadget arm right there.
I mean,
Go Gadget, boy, you're bringing the ball out, my man.
The old snow cone. Remember the Little League days? Bring back the foul ball, get a snow cone.
Sure. 1-0 to Goody. Trying to get back over 200. He's hitting at 197.
That's a nice look. That's why hair is overrated right there.
Thank you, brother. Give me one, huh?
Come on.
Give me one, son. Goody goes opposite field. Backs up to Norfield. Chris is there to make the catch. 2 outs. Mariners have a 1-0 lead on an Adam Kennedy. RBI single in the first. Here comes Josh Bard. Hey, here's some days. How about this? 19 Julius Erving and Eddie Coleman. This is back in the 80s.
Check you out. You got the cul-de-sac working.
Yeah, that's right.
Park them here, right here. Bring them around. Come on.
Cul-de-sac. I like it. From the 80s.
No wonder you shaved it off.
That was with Julius Erving and Ed Coleman when I was doing
That's a
Midday
sweet
Sports
picture,
Talk.
though.
Thank you.
Dr. J's the man.
Oh, he's awesome.
Come on.
Good man. Good guy. Yeah, that was from the 80s. The guy, never heard it referred to that as a cul-de-sac. I like it, though. That's good. That is why I shaved it off. Got rid of it. 1-1 to Jeff.
I had the little island working, so I said, all right, gone.
I hope my wife's listening. The cul-de-sac.
The floating tee box.
Yeah, down at, what do you call it? At TPC down in Jacksonville. 1-2. Bard, a former San Diego Padre. Did a good run here since being called up. Carlos make that Miguel Olivo had cramps a couple 3 days ago, and then Chris Jimenez got hurt.
That was pretty ugly.
Yeah. So it was. Mosley's 2-2 to Bart. Puts it in play, rolls it over to the new second baseman Gonzalez. Throws out Bart. Now do it for the Mariners in the second. Enjoy a 1-0 lead. Thanks to Adam Kennedy. Turn back the clock to 1984 night. They dug deep in the old war chest to find that. It's Anthony Rizzo. He was a big part of the trade. Adrian Gonzalez deal. He is to San Diego what Justin Smoke is to the Mariners. Expect a lot of this young man. He's off to a slow start, hitting just 175. 10 for 57. Was caught up and they got taking care of everybody, huh? 1-2.
You get those uniforms, Jay, would show up and they'd have those. Did they ever fit you? It might never fit.
No, never did.
The double knit you're talking about? Swing and a miss, and Rizzo's gone. How about Vargas? 5 Ks. One out here in the third. AT&T trivia question. How many current MLB stadia were built before 1984? Current ballparks in use right now. Built before 1984. Give you your choices in a second. Nick Hundley, the catcher.
Well, 2 are obvious.
Boston, Wrigley. Those are 2.
Yeah. And then another one in there.
3, 6, 9, or 12. Before 84. Down low. Another ball.
Jay came up with the Dodgers. Dodger Stadium.
I got 3.
That's 3.
I got 3. So I'll go with 9-5-3-2-3. Join in. Fly ball deep to right. Backing up Beecher on the track. He's there. And he makes the catch. Pretty good ride by Hundley. 2 outs.
What about Anaheim?
Does renovations count?
If you're not counting renovations, that absolutely
same ballpark.
counts.
They've renovated it, but the same ballpark.
On the same footprint, too.
Then we got to think of 2 others. Because it's 3, 6, 9, and 12.
Top of the order again. Here's Chris Denorfia. Wide out to right. Start the ball game. I'm going to stay with 3. I'll just stay with 3.
I'll go with 6.
All right. Jay, what do you want? You want in on this? 2-0. Great job on the outside corner. 2-1.
I'm still thinking smoke's coming out my ears, too.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, really. And you were asking earlier, you said 1984, you were asking if Dave Winfield was with the Padres. He was with the Yankees. Went to the Yankees in 81.
Up the Oakland Coliseum. It's been around for a while.
Good one. There you go.
Thank you.
Biggie with the snag. And a 3-1 bullet off the bat of Denorfia. That'll retire the side here in the third. Nice job by Sean Figgins. There's a wake-me-up call. Nothing across in the third. Mariners 1-0.
the head coach for the Huskies, with me. And are you becoming a Mariner fan? I mean, you've had enough time to start rooting for these guys.
I'm not becoming, I already am. I love these guys, and I'm a fan of the wedge stash, I guess, as they call it.
The wedgie, I think is what. All right, where's the 80s gear, though?
This is as good as I get right now.
All right, and it's my understanding, well, we all know that you were a quarterback, but you also played a little baseball at West Torrance High School. What position?
I was a shortstop pitcher, and not bad. I was okay.
All right, fast?
I was like a Greg Maddux of my level of play, spot thrower.
All right, so really quick, what's on the horizon for you guys? I know you open the season September 3rd against Eastern Washington. What's next?
Well, our guys are in summer training and they're working out.
Error.
I know, but I just like runners on, There's nothing wrong with runners on. We're in summer training, we're working out, and our freshman report next Wednesday. And then we crank up training camp August 8th, and we get ready for a tough haul, but it should be a lot of fun.
All right, best of luck, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Angie.
All right, back upstairs.
Angie, thank you, and thanks Sark for me, too. Good guy. Sean Figgins is aboard in error by the shortstop. Bartlett is 12th. San Diego is 14th in the 16-team National League in defense.
Bartlett's usually solid. 12 errors. And midway point. That's a lot of errors for him.
It is. Top of the order in Ichiro. Padres 4th in ERA, 14th in defense, 15th in hitting, 16th in runs, 14th in hits, and last in homers. Let's talk to Bud Black, their offensive profile, very similar to the Mariners. Try to get as many timely hits as possible and work like crazy for that pitching.
Small ball.
They've had their share of close ball games here of late. Tapper. They get Figgins. They won't get Ichiro. Fielder's choice. 1-6. We visit the trivia question again. What ballparks were built before '84? I went with 3. Mike went with 6. Jay was just watching. Survey says 6. KC, Oakland, Anaheim, LA, Chicago, and Boston. Good job, Mike.
Got this Vance, too. I wonder if that counts against Curtis's tally, though, even though he's had the evening off.
You know what?
We're gonna
count it.
We're going to count it.
Good job. 1 out. Ichiro at first. Brendan Ryan, first pitch he saw, a double into the left center field gap. You guys saw it, but they were volunteering Ichiro to be a part of the home run derby. Prince Fielder and Big Papi are the captains for the respective leagues. They're going to do a little different format. Showing a few other guys volunteering Ichiro. So I said, is it true you're going to be part of Big Papi's club system? No. Not going to be part of home run derby, but we've seen him in BC.
He's never shown an interest in it, though, to do it.
It's probably smart because his game's all about a different swing plane, just getting it on the ground and running.
Yeah, but he definitely does BP every day.
How many he won up there?
Superstitious, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly, I think he could probably win it. The way he swings it, as consistent as he is during BP.
Chambliss said the same thing.
I mean, I know it might sound crazy,
all the time too. Same thing
Wade
with Boggs.
Guaranteed Wade Boggs could win it. He would go at will too. And then the game started, he'd go right back to that flare.
Serves
amazing. Oh, just fillet of fish it all day long. Right or wrong?
No,
I mean, it's amazing.
Since we saw you last time, Ichiro sat on a Friday, about 3-4 weeks ago today, in Detroit. Then he came out swinging the bat after that night he got sat down. Just letting it rip. Wasn't doing a little over the shortstop head and run like heck.
Yeah.
4-1 to Ryan.
Well, everybody needs a day off from time to time. This is a grind, especially this team. As much travel as they do. It's amazing. Travel more by the All-Star break than most teams do the entire season.
So true.
And
Yeah, for you guys, who did we speak to? I think the Chicago has to come back here one more time, but I think it was Detroit has done just about all their West Coast traveling.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's nice to get it out of the way early.
You know it. Yeah, first half.
Yeah, just throw on the cold weather gear and go get after it.
2-1.
Boy, I remember going to Detroit and they had the Zamboni, the snow off the field. It was like, come on, please, no. Buckle up, here we go.
Zamboni it off.
2 pair of batting gloves on just to keep them out of the kitchen.
I think one year we couldn't even get out of the hotel.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Yeah.
2-1. 2-2 in that swing miss.
A little character builder for you.
Jay, your thoughts on Ryan and what he's done for this club?
Oh, he's been, I mean, his defense speaks for itself. I mean, unbelievable defensive player with a surprisingly good arm that's dead accurate. And he's swinging it, man. He's got the confidence going now at the plate. You can see it. I mean, he's squaring balls up, hitting balls hard. I like him. He's got some swagger.
He's done a good job hitting in that 2-hole.
Man, he has.
One out Ichiro at first. 3-2 to Ryan. Ichiro takes off. Pitch hit the other way. Perfectly executed. Ichiro at a third with ease.
Nicely done.
So the Mariner fans have been looking for it.
But I think this makes perfect sense to put Brendan Ryan when Biggins was having his issues and Eric Wedge was looking for somebody to hit second. Brendan seemed like the likely guy because as he started to get it going, a lot of it hit for into right field and up the middle, and he could take advantage of that hole on the right side like he just did.
Works out well. You got Adam Kennedy. One out, runners at the corners. Adam already with an RBI. 3-2 pitch, a single to right. That scored Ryan back in the first inning. Jason Burgess has done his part. He struck out 5 through the first 3 innings. One out, 2 on. 1-2 down. Both of these are low-scoring teams. San Diego 3.48 runs per game. The Mariners 3.38. Padres, they've had 4 runs in each of their last 4 games. Doing there, they've won them all. But San Diego's allowed 2 or fewer runs in 5 of the last 7 and won 6 of those games. And as they have taken in that time, they've taken advantage of 10 errors by opponents. 0-2 to Kennedy for a ball. And there you have it. Mariners won 2 more games. San Diego batting average a little bit better. Runs per game a little bit better. Mariners have hit more home runs and earned run average. Advantage Mariners. Mariners and Padres played down in San Diego. That was a wonderful series for the Mariners. 1-2 pitch outside. Ryan caught between. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. And they got him. So 2-3. Put out. Second out. Here in the 3rd inning. Nice throw by Humlick.
And I think Brendan sees the ball in the dirt, but he can't tell how far away from the catcher it is. And by the time he realizes it, he stops and tries to come back. Maybe better off to just keep going.
Going to second, try to draw that long throw, and then with Ichiro's wheels, maybe he continues to walk down the third base line. We steal a run.
2-2. And he rolls over, and that is a foul ball. Young Mr. Rizzo trying to steal a quick out here. Phil Cuzzy, the first base umpire. Two to Kennedy with Ichiro at third. Do it again. Couldn't ask for a better day here in Seattle. Blue sky above, the sun still brilliant. It's lit up. It's almost 10 o'clock here this time of year.
It's about time.
Yeah, amen. It's a true 2-2. Work the full count. Bud Black just celebrated his 54th birthday yesterday. Longview, Washington. Harry Ralston Black. Good pitcher. He said an 84 on throwback.
Crafty lefty.
Yes, sir. It's with Kansas City. In 84, they won the West. Detroit beat them for the ALCS, and then Detroit went on to beat San Diego in the World Series. How about Adam Kennedy working a walk?
Right there.
Yes, it was. The runners at the corners again, this time with 2 outs for the Mariners. First key bank run around the bases. It's coming up this Sunday. Mariners face the Padres to close out the series. After the game, all kids 14 and under, come on down to the field and circle the diamond just like your favorite pros. Get your tickets at Mariners for Mariners Padres by going to Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. Just Smoke pick up a couple runs here. Looks at a strike. Mike, what have you seen in Smoke? Because it has been a struggle for him now. He's over for his last 22.
Yeah, I think it's normal. He was going through a period there where he was still hitting the ball hard, not having anything to show for it. And then you go through the stretch where you look and you feel like you're in between everything. Just can't quite get on the fastball. And just late enough to where those balls that you were hitting hard into the gap all of a sudden turn into lazy fly balls. It's just part of what you go through, and he's just going to have to fight his way back out of it. We saw this from him earlier in the year, too.
Boy, did he break out.
He broke out. Yeah, he had to take some time away because of the situation with his father, and when he came back from that, all of a sudden he just started. He did. But he was struggling. Yep. You know, he was struggling going into that, and I think it's just part of the ebb and flow of a season. You just go through periods where you just can't quite find it. It's not like he's striking out more than he was, or he's not being aggressive like he was before. He's just kind of in between, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all.
1-2.
Another guy was going through the same thing as Miguel Olivo, where he was squaring everything up. I mean, just wearing out the center fielder. Guys running down. It seemed like every ball that was hit that was in a highlight film on ESPN, it was Miggy that hit the ball, and then all of a sudden he didn't try to continue to do any more. He just kind of stayed within himself, and they've started finding holes.
And both guys broke out in Detroit.
And sometimes, Mike, like you said, it's just a jam piece, or you shatter your bat. It's a little duck snort or a little flare here or there that drops in, or it could even be a walk. Just the way you take a certain pitch, then all of a sudden, hey, it clicks. Hey, there it is. I feel it.
Or you foul a pitch back, and all of a sudden you feel that bat speed is back there. Yeah.
You know where your bat is. You know where it is in the zone.
1-2 pitch.
But I think that the last pitch that he fouled off was a good example of what we're talking about. It's just a fastball that he had been handling, either hitting out of the ballpark the other way into the gap, and he ends up fouling it off. He's missing a pitch because that was a pitch that he normally handles up out over the plate.
2-2 with 2 on, 2 outs.
And when you're hot, it doesn't even have to be a strike. I mean, that high heater goes a long way, man. You're hunting that thing.
This is a changeup running off the outside corner.
Good piece of hitting to spoil the pitcher's pitch right there.
And that's what I mean. It's not like he's having awful at bats, because that's not the case. He's having a tough time finding the outfield grass right now.
3-2.
A lot off of that 66 miles an hour.
Full count. On deck is Jack Cust.
And that's what happens. You're up there, and see, sometimes hitters give the pitchers too much credit because now look, he's trying to invent a pitch to get him out. So that's the truth, though.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the blue, it's like, hey, that wasn't in the scouting report. I didn't know he threw an ephus.
Kennedy will be on the move. Pitch. Taken for a ball. They're loaded up for Jack Cust.
Another great AB. Get that pitch count up.
Darren Bosley, the pitching coach, coming up for a quick chat with Dustin Mosley. And make sure you join us for a very special celebration Saturday, July 16th. Mariners meet the Rangers, and during a pregame on-field ceremony, we're going to welcome back members of the Mariners' 2001 record-setting team, including Lou Piniella, our own Jay Buhner, Norm Charlton, Jamie Moyer, Kaz Suzaki, and more. Plus, the first 20,000 fans are going to get a commemorative 116 t-shirt. Get your tickets at mariners.com. First thing that comes to mind, 2001, Jay Buhner.
I was on the pine the whole year, milking it. Yeah, I tore my plantar fascia, so I didn't get to contribute very much to September, unfortunately. But every night a different hero, man. It was impressive to watch.
It was fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch.
And I mean, man, we win 20 the first month. I think 20 again the second month, and then the third month we won like 17 or 18. Everybody's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, wait a minute. When I first broke in, 58 in a season was good."
2-0 to Cust.
We celebrated when we finished 500. So
that's right.
It's amazing how the mindset changes.
Sure. All right, you feel a jump out of your shoes swing here?
Why not? Sit in the zone and let it go.
May as well be greedy.
Oh, man, yeah, he was.
I like it.
2-1.
That's what he gets paid to do. Let that
That's
thing
your
go.
key word, Mike. Be greedy.
Yeah. Why not?
I agree. I remember high-fiving the guy when he came across going, "Hey, thanks for saving me one. Appreciate it."
2-1.
Now he's got to shorten back up. Stay in the middle.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Mariners, a lot of times when they've been scoring, it's a low-scoring team, usually 1-2, 1-2. They're looking for one of these 4-5s. You know, a bunch of moves
like
of
to see
3 4s and 5s. They need it for the second half of the season. 2-2.
Do they have I don't think they have a Grand Salami, do they? Do they have one this year?
I don't believe.
Sorry to put you on. Sorry to put you guys on the spot, but I don't know if they've had one this year.
No, I'll double check, but I'm real sure.
I'm getting a little hungry. I want some
All right.
rye bread and mustard.
All right. Dijon.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Bring it all.
3-2. Pitch. Taken for a ball. An RBI walk. Jack Cust, 7th bases loaded walk this season for an RBI.
That's 3 walks in a row.
Get ahead early and ball 4. Go figure.
And Mosley comes into the game with his ERA just a tick over 3. So he's pitched well. You wonder sometimes, we talked about the Padres offense and their struggles, if he's pitching so carefully because of that.
Has to. Right?
I mean, he hadn't walked anybody. Now he's walked 3 batters in a row. It looks like he's just trying to live on the outside edge.
Oh, look out. Right up the middle. That's going to get a couple. Scoring is Kennedy. Throw to the plate. Not in time as Smoke comes in. Figueroa. A bullet right back to the box for 2 runs.
Wow. Chuck and duck right there, baby. I like it, too. Don't sit around and wait. Look, get me over fastball.
He doesn't cheat himself in that swing. Picks up a couple. Kennedy and Smoke score.
Nice piece of hitting. 2 ABs now. He's been one the other way and one hard in the middle. I like it. Plate coverage.
Mariners have a 4-0 lead. 3 runs here in the 3rd inning. And Gutierrez, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Aquanaguti. They get some action down there. Anthony Bass warming up quickly.
Has to be upwards of about 35 pitches in this inning.
Aquanaguti.
He goes and gets filthy. Got him off the fastball real quick, didn't they?
2 RBIs for Peguero gives him 18. RBI for Cuss gives him 22. Swing and a miss. Gutierrez strikes out. That'll do it. But the Mariners send 7 men to the plate. And they get 3 runs on 2 hits and leave 2. Enjoy a 4-0 lead. Sports is brought to you by AT&T. By Budweiser, official beer of the Thirst Inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some buds. And by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax. That's at participating restaurants. Turn back the clock to 1984. That's what we're doing here tonight at Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Jay Buhner joining in with us tonight. Jason Vargas, he struck out 5 through the first 3 innings. Looking pretty good tonight. Jason Bartlett, Chase Headley, and Ryan Ludwig here in the 4th. One popped up. Playable for Smoke. Mariners get 2 runs, 2 hits, an error and leave 2. In bottom of the 3rd, open up this 4-0 lead. There's Chase Headley at the 3rd baseman. Jay, give us your thoughts on Vargas and what he's done this year.
Well, again, he's picking right up where he left off.
That's trouble. Deep left. Towards the line. Peguero, though, makes the catch.
Just a crafty lefty that knows how to pitch, man. And I tell you what, he wants the ball, and you know he's going to give you 7-8 strong innings. He's very prepared. I love his demeanor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know, he never gets flustered. His body language stays the same. You never know if he's just given up a home run or if he just struck out, you know, somebody. I mean, he's just steady Eddie and just does his job, man. Never complains, wants the ball. You gotta love a guy like that. He's a survivor, man. He's a grunt.
But I'll tell you something I think he's done an excellent job of this year is using his cutter. He has such a good changeup, and he's always had the good two-seam fastball that he can pitch away from the right hitters.
Yeah, now guys can't dive on him.
They can't dive on him. I mean, that pitch right there just ties him up. You know, so for me, I think that makes such a difference. And
that's a huge pitch for any lefty, a crafty lefty that doesn't top out over 85, like Jamie Moyer. That saved his bacon, too.
It did, but also, Jason, he's 87, 88 miles an hour. you know, you have to have some courage to make that pitch and be committed to it, to throw it in there.
Up high.
That's the truth.
Another good key word, Mike. Courage.
Because all these donkeys are all throwing 97, 98 miles an hour, man. And you're getting, finally we got somebody that doesn't throw 90. Yes.
1-2 pitch to Ludwig.
And then he uses that aggressiveness from those hitters to his advantage. I mean, I love that. I mean, he just frustrating the hitters, and he just sits out there and grins from ear to ear. You got to love that.
Got a 5-5 record, and 3 times he's had no decisions in which he's left with the lead, and it was subsequently blown after that.
Him and Mr. Pfister both.
They've written the book on that. As Smoke will take care of this one. Another efficient inning for Mr. Vargas. He's through 4, and he's given up. Just 1 hit.
Right now, let's check in on the leaders of the American League West. Adrian Beltre and the Texas Rangers at home at the ballpark in Arlington, taking on the Florida Marlins, and this one dominated by Texas, already up 5-0 in the 4th. Beltre, with a couple of men on, delivers, and Taylor Teagard and Endy Chavez come around to score. At that point, 7-0. Sterling saving score, 15-4 the final as the Rangers get it done at home. Let's get it back to the guys in the booth.
All right, thank you, Tom. And Josh Bard bounces out to the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, for 1 down here in the home 4th. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Jay Buhner up here in the booth. How about the Mariners coming up with 3 runs in the 3rd inning, open up this 4-0 lead?
I like the fact that Peguero was up aggressive again in that situation and hits the ball hard back up the middle.
Take advantage of a pitcher that for whatever reason started nibbling a little bit. You got to have that big knock right there instead of a bases loaded walk. Man.
Everybody knows the classic Jay Buhner stance, and it was unique to say the least. But the question I have for you, though, is how much did that evolve by the time you got to the big leagues to where you were in the middle of your career doing damage?
It basically, when I got to the big leagues, I found out from Dr. Nakayatani, our team eye doctor, that I was very right eye dominant. I was having a hard time with the slider, and that's why I was kind of going in between, up and down, making that shuttle. In order for me to stick in the big leagues, I had to make the adjustment somehow, some way, and he basically was huge in that, getting me to basically open up a little bit, and I was able to pick up the slider a little bit more. I kept losing it for whatever reason, couldn't figure it out, and did a bunch of eye tests, and that's where we figured out what was going on.
Hey, Sean Figgins with a base hit on a 2-1 offering.
And that's what you got to do in the big leagues, Michael. I mean, you got to have people that are your eyes for you sometimes, and that was, as crazy as it looked, it worked, man.
Yeah.
Straight softball stance.
Well, you know what, though? But that's the difference. And then when you get to that point, for myself, I was in my locker being next to yours, and I watch you on a daily basis. And then if something was getting a little out of whack, we could talk about it and try to get it fixed.
That's the beauty of that.
For me. And the reason why I asked you that is because of Peguero, then moving him off the plate, making an adjustment at this level.
Figgins takes off, throw to second. and he is safe.
Ooh. Stay with the tag right there, and you get an out.
Yeah.
Stolen base number 9 for Figgins. Base hit,
Great
stolen
jump right
base.
there.
That's what we've been looking for.
No, he didn't stop him. He just one looked him, and off he went.
Figgins
got
with
a nice
that
running
base
start.
hit.
Sorry, Dave.
And I was going to say, Figgins on that base hit, he broke an 0 for 17. He needed it big time.
Yeah, but Mike, getting back to what you were talking about, throughout the course of a year, it's such a grind. You're playing so many games, and sometimes the simplest thing can, you can make a mountain out of a molehill. So you need somebody throughout the course of the year to say, hey, help me out a little bit. What do you see?
Yeah, exactly. But by the time you've established yourself in the league, then it becomes more of a fine tuning, a tweak here and there. What I'm talking about is somebody like Peguero, who has a lot of talent. He's a big swinger, has pop like you did. And it's just a matter of him trying to be more consistent with it, and maybe some of those changes. When you start moving off the plate or up in the box, those are big changes.
And he's getting extension now. Before, it seemed like he was spinning off everything. His first move, he was opening up and he was casting, hitchhiking. Now he's able with those, with those big legs and big arms, man. He's got tons of plate coverage. He's got stupid pop from foul pole to foul pole.
So
why
he can
not?
shorten his swing
yeah,
up
why
as
not?
opposed to having the front side flying and having that long swing come through there and get a jam.
And now he can learn to cheat a little bit too and dive out over the plate and still get extension.
San Diego guys say Rizzo's doing the exact same thing.
Jamming himself. And a lot of the times it's like you were saying about Smoke. Sometimes you're in between. You're not getting the foot down, and all of a sudden now you're closing yourself off because you're not getting your foot down because you're trying to rush.
And that is the difference, I think, at this level than in AAA, because you can get away with that in AAA.
Because you're strong.
And they make more mistakes.
Right.
These guys make mistakes, but not nearly as many as you're going to see in the minor leagues.
For left field from Ludwig. 2 outs.
Plus, these guys can throw anything at any time. That's what's.
There's your
that's the toughie.
Yeah. 2 outs. See if Brendan Ryan can pick up a run. The O-Dog, Orlando Hudson, left shin contusion. He is now listed as day-to-day, and so aren't we all.
Well, Brendan has a couple of hits in the game. He's figured Mosley out today. He had a double his first time up, and they came back and had base hit through the right side of the infield when Ichiro was on the move.
It's a little 2-out lightning right here.
Ball 1 to Ryan. Off to a good start. Double to left, single to right. He's got 2 of the Mariners' 5 hits.
Trying to get squishy on that first one. Why not? 2 for 2 up there. Feeling good about yourself. I'm going to take one shot right here, and then we'll go back to work. Live back up the middle here.
Play Ryan straight away in the outfield. This one popped up. Rizzo coming in. Got plenty of room. Makes the catch. They'll do it for the Mariners. We got a base hit for Figgins, breaking an 0 for 17. He got a stolen base. And that's all. 4-0 Mariners. 1984. And right now the Mariners with a 4-0 lead as we begin the top of the fifth. Jesus Guzman is the DH tonight, followed by Cameron Maben and Alberto Gonzalez. 5, 6, and 7 here for San Diego. Jason Vargas with 5 strikeouts. Foul ball handled easily by the on-deck hitter Cameron Maben.
It's like Velcro.
That's a grab. Ball and 2 strikes. Vargas has given up 1 hit, a 2-out single in the first inning to Chase Headley. 5 strikeouts. A very quick game. Vargas' last time out lost to Florida. 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs all earned. Prior to that, great game against Philly, won a complete game. Beat the Phillies, team with the best record in baseball, beat them 2-0. Off speed pitch hit down the figure. He handles. A strong throw. Gets Guzman, 1 out. Well, let's turn the clock back to 1984. That means we got to play Where Are They Now? How about Jim Beatty? We've seen him a couple times along the road. Matter of fact, we saw him in Boston the last couple of years. Scout for Toronto. Bill Bradley.
Big smoothie. On TV with the girls softball team. It was good to see.
See him, Jim Presley. We saw him with Baltimore in a trip there. Harold Reynolds, saw H. See him on TV every day. And Spike Owen, working for Nolan Ryan and the Rangers.
Back home in Austin, Texas.
Played at UT, right?
Yes, he did.
Cameron Maben.
With Calvin Schiraldi and Rocket and Greg Swindell. And, yeah, quite the team.
That's a good crew. Two and 0 to Maben. Been with the Florida Marlins. Swing and miss, 2-1.
There's that cut piece right there. Straight saw blade if you make contact.
Get your hand off the plate.
Yeah.
Broken bat, fly ball, center field. Goody coming in hard, coming in. Can't get it, falls in between. They got a chance here. They've got Maben hung up. Here's me, got him.
Atta baby.
Great awareness out there. Really good awareness by Franklin Gutierrez.
Ball is dying in a hurry, can't get to it. Franklin gets up and sees Maben just getting the ball in quickly. Maben was about halfway down to second base.
I don't know what Maben is doing.
Down 4-0.
Yeah, pop straight up. You know it's going to set flat.
And this is going to end the inning right here. Smoke stays with it for the out. So thanks to the base running error by Maben, Vargas faces just the minimum here in the fifth.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here in Root Sports, Mariner baseball fans having a good time as we relive 1984. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew and a lot of fans, they went back into the trunks. They went back to Mom's place. Hey, Mom, they still have some of that stuff.
Value Village.
Amen.
I went and dug some of mine out. I couldn't believe after all these years how much it shrunk.
Dude, whatever you got to tell yourself.
I mean,
whatever makes you happy, bud.
Those things went right to a medium. I don't know what happened.
Medium.
Not fine, are you? Not fine.
No, come on. It's pretty good, though.
Those are some quality items. I think I have that jacket, actually.
I'll let you borrow it.
No, that's okay. Look, it looks good on you.
Yeah,
as far as
works.
As far as I know.
No, I like it. What did you get? You said you got a little smaller than usual. So
yeah, it's I got it a little bit smaller so I can hand it down to my son Shay. So I'm sure he'll be rocking it here in a few.
There you go. You know he will at college. Absolutely.
Oh man, he will be.
There's smoke.
Time flies, man. That's when you know you're getting older, when two of your kids are off to college, man. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Understood. Just graduated one.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
My oldest
now
is going. My oldest is going this year.
Yours is getting ready to strap on the helmet. And,
yeah. That's a good one.
Now what? They moving back home? That was great. Just keep paying the bills. Wait a minute. Weren't you just gone for 4 years?
3-0 smoke.
Well, Ryan's going to play a little football at Central, right?
Go to Central and play
good for him, man.
He's excited about it. He'll be leaving soon.
That boy's a beast, man. He's going to have fun. He loves that contact, too.
3-1. Smoke. Slicing drive.
Oh, no.
Base hit.
Baby.
Needed it. Breaks an 0 for 22. Smoke with the double. And for Justin, he's got 19 doubles.
I guarantee you, when he came out of the box, he was going, don't you dare. Don't you dare catch that.
Oh, we've all been there. We were talking about Justin. He's been putting some good at-bats together. And this one right here, he drills it out into the gap in left center field, and that's exactly what he's thinking. Keep slicing, ball. Just keep slicing. Maiden covers a lot of ground. He wasn't able to get to that one.
And there, that could be it right there. 19 doubles.
Team leads, led the ball club for most of the season. 0 for 22. That is a fair ball. That'll get a run in.
Now carry the mail.
Jack Cust. He's going to get into second with a 2 base hit. So back-to-back doubles for the Mariners. It's 5-0 Seattle.
Jack picks up his second RBI of the game. That's what you like to see. Add to your lead. Just keep adding on to it. Right over the corner of the bag.
Game of inches, huh, bud? That's probably going to get some action in the bullpen, I would think.
Yep. Jack Cust, the 2 RBI night, a bases loaded walk, and an RBI double. There's Peguero. Bullet through the box with the bases loaded. His last time up, scored 2.
Ooh, change piece.
Two RBIs for Cust, 2 for Peguero, 1 for Kennedy. Good production out of spots 3, 5, and 6. And he had Smoke in there. He scored twice. He's 1 for 2. Anthony Bass back up second time. One to Peguero. On 2 strikes.
Like this this is one place right here, Mike, that I think Carlos needs to work a little bit on is when he gets 2 strikes, is allowing the ball to get to him instead of trying to go get it. Just slow things down a little bit, cut things back a little bit, just play pepper a little bit. Remember that the pitcher's supplying the power.
1-2. Pulls it over to Rizzo. That could have been an ugly collision.
Almost right there.
Oh. Wow.
I'll tell you who loses.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. 2 outs. Cuss goes over to third.
This is a big man flying down the line. And Rizzo, fortunate that he pulled up a little bit, because he could have done some damage right there.
That's that little pop slide over the first base. It's probably the smart thing to do.
Gutierrez looked bad striking out on an 0-2 pitch in the third. See if we pick up a run here. And he's got 4 hits on the homestand. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Two 2-0. Good to see the Mariners break out. They have 5 on the board here, and since June 6th, they've scored 57 runs coming into tonight's game, fewest in the major leagues. So this is a good sign here tonight. 3-0. Last time the Mariners had 5 runs was against Florida in the first game last week in that series. Prior to that, they'd scored 5 runs in game 1 at Washington, that heartbreaker that they lost with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th in D.C. 3-1. And Gutierrez is aboard. Another walk issued by Mosley. That's number 4.
That'll
2 outs, and Bud Black has seen enough.
He gone.
That's going to do it for Mosley as we look at our CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Jason Vargas, he's in charge as he has given up just 2 hits. He's got a 2-hit shutout through 5. And the Mariners enjoying a 5-0 lead. We got the hairstyles, the colors, the shag haircuts, the mullet. Unbelievable. Let's compare what the rookies have done. Let's see. You got Langston back in '84 and Pineda this year. And Langston was the Mariners' first rookie of the year. Matter of fact, Sports Illustrated today came out and had Michael Pineda the first half rookie of the year in Major League in the American League.
I don't think there's much argument with that, is there?
I think the numbers pretty much speak for themselves right there.
Batting average against 198.
His ERA at a 2.65.
Yeah, good stuff.
Don't worry, guys. He'll figure things out.
And he's going to add a couple pitches too. Taking over now, right-hander Anthony Bass.
Bass's numbers, a 1.8 ERA for him. Just 5 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 4 walks. Opponent's average 250. Nice to see the Mariners run a pitcher here in the 5th inning.
We haven't seen that in a while.
Get him out there early. Mosley, he was struggling today. He threw 93 pitches to get through 4 2/3 innings.
It's not good, is it? Got you in early showers when he got you.
It looked like he was not real pleased with Bud Black coming to get him. I think Bud may have been doing him a favor. Bass just recalled from AA San Antonio. Second time around with the ball club here this season. His first batter is going to be Josh Bard.
Let's give him a nice welcome call.
Drive to left. Backing Ludwig up. He's there to make the catch. So Bass throws 1 pitch, gets an out. Mariners pick up another run. RBI double by Jack Cuss for this 5-0 lead. $19.84. How about our guy Hendu against Al Nipper? Goes yard here at Fenway Park. Mark Langston went on to throw a shutout. And the Mariners won at Boston that day. And Hendu getting around him. Good time. Jack Bercante led off back on this date in 1984. Owen Davis, Phillips, Cowens, Henderson, Presley, Kearney, and Langston.
Hendu off the dish and dove in there and snatched one, didn't he?
Sure did. Here's Rizzo. And first pitch swing, grounds out to Smoke. So 1 out. So there's Dave Henderson. Dave's been helping out on the radio side. Always good to have him around the ballpark. Boy, you talking about the life of the party. Good guy. And what a great career he had.
Good to see him trim that hair up a little bit. There he is.
Cowboy Fro Jerry curl. Here's Hundley. Hundley, the catcher, flied out to right in his first at bat. Ryan was playing him in the hole, base hit.
Yep, seeing a single. Hit it right off the end of the bat. Looked like he ended up getting a changeup, something off speed.
Just the 3rd San Diego hit tonight. The Stars align for the 2011 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. It's the best in the American League. take on the National League's top players. Don't miss the action on Tuesday, July 12, 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific on Fox. This one counts. Like the old days, this determines who's going to have home field advantage in the World Series. Top of the order, Chris Denorfia. One out, one on.
A photo shoot up here in the booth. We're going to be taking pictures of Jay.
In '84, did you have a white jacket like this?
No. I wore flip-flops and OP shorts and lightning bolt. And I was like a little surf punk with my curly hairdo.
Yeah, you had a perm.
I had a perm.
You had a perm.
That's why I have no hair anymore, because my mom used to give me a perm, and then one time it turned orange, and then it was just like.
You see an old picture of him. He looks like a chia pet. You're so used to seeing him like this. It's great. It's great.
Just add water.
Ryan surrounds, goes to Kennedy for one. They won't get two.
That's a sweet play right there, though. To go that far to your right, deflect like that, make a money throw at second base. I mean, that's not easy.
Well, one of the many things that he does well is he can throw from any angle. Tries to give Adam a chance to turn the double play. Adam wasn't able to get much on the throw.
But he gave Adam a good feed right there, so he could protect himself with the bag. Go backside and keep that runner from sliding over the top of him.
Which, we've seen a lot of Dustin Ackley since he's been called up. He's done a nice job at second base, but it doesn't hurt to have a shortstop like that to work with.
No doubt.
2 outs. The runner at first for Bartlett.
Most of the time, that's a 1 and out.
He's done a lot of great work there.
Yeah.
Came as advertised.
He's swinging it now, too.
Just joining us, Kennedy with a first inning RBI single. In the third, Jack Costa bases loaded walk for an RBI. Peguero, a 2-run single. And in the fifth, 2-out double by Justin by Costa. Follows the Justin Smoke double. To left field, it's slicing. It does get fouled. But Jason Vargas, after a loss in his previous start before tonight, a 3-0 record, a 1.42 ERA, a 1.79 opponent's batting average, and a 0.82 whip.
You look at him, 63 pitches. He's been efficient in this game today, and his overall numbers: 45 of the 63 pitches per strikes, just 18 balls. He's faced 20 batters, 15 first pitch strikes.
He's feeling in that retro uni, isn't he?
That's what he's done his last 3 outings. He's got Bartlett 0-2. Vargas has struck out 5. He's not walked anybody. Runner goes. Pitch swung on. Popped up. Going back is Kennedy. Makes the catch, and that will do it for San Diego here in the 6th. Vargas gives up just 1 hit. Shutout lives through 6 for Jason Vargas. Biggie, Etro, and Ryan coming up. Today's game is brought to you by Budweiser. This year, Budweiser will donate $100 to Folds of Honor for every home run hit of Major League Baseball. Visit Facebook.com/Budweiser to see how you can help support our nation's heroes. All right, turn back the clock to 1984. We are having some laughs here. We got Jay Buhner in the booth. He's got Miami Vice white on. Got kids in here getting photo opped. Good stuff. Turn back the clock to 1984. How'd you like that phone? It looked like a World War II walkie-talkie. I mean, we
self-defense, man.
We used to walk around with.
We've lost all control up here, Dave.
Here's Sean Figgins. And he lets in his strike. Anthony Bass came on to throw one pitch in the fifth to get the third out. Figgins reached on an error by the shortstop, singled in the fourth and stole a base. Nice wrinkle in that pitch by Bass. Sean Figgins broken 0 for 17 with that base hit. Attention getter. Oh, 2 strikes.
Jay, what were you driving in '84? Do you remember?
Plymouth Horizon or something like, yeah. That half the time would run, the other time when I took the key out of it, still would run.
That's never good.
I'd have to open up the hood and pull off the distributor cap to get it to stop.
Come on, you're a big league player in 1984. You going to do that?
Hey,
Not then.
Hey, not then. I was in the minor leagues, and if it was free, it was me. And my dad gave it to me, so I was like, hey, it's wheels. It got me from point A to point B, and I did not care. It gave me freedom.
Taking a look is Headley, and he's got a play. One down here in the Mariners' sixth. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
How about you, Michael? What were you?
I think that was when I had the little Toyota pickup truck. And it was for the same reason.
Yeah. Price was right?
Free, and it got me around.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Gonzalez, 2 down.
How about you, Dave? The portable aquarium, like the Pacer.
That's right. I had the motorcycle. I had a little Kawasaki 400. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, it was nice.
It.
We had some laughs with that. Yeah. Up and down.
You still ride bikes at all?
Give up. Hey, statute of limitations, man. You know, you start pushing your luck.
That's me too. I drive in a car, I'm all over the place anyway, and so being on a motorcycle, I can't grind it out that long, man. No way. My boys are riding. My youngest Gunner, he likes to get on his dirt bikes and rip it around the property, but not me. I don't have the guts to do that anymore. I'm too old. I don't bounce like that. They bounce
now.
Oh, yeah, we do. Things blow out. And,
yeah. You're wise. We're so much wiser now, right? Back in the day, that's a different
word.
Deal.
Yeah.
Like, cut that baby
no doubt.
loose.
Well, I can actually say when I did the Sports Illustrated shoot that my son Chase and I were on.
Oh yeah,
I got busted because there's a picture of me and a few other guys, and I'll leave out the names on our quads. And we got a letter from MLB saying it's probably in your best interest you guys don't ride quads during the season because your contract will be null and void if you get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty standard issue in all these contracts as well. It should be.
Yeah.
That's right. It works a lot. I
think that's when Ron Gant, I think he was riding a motorcycle and ended up
that sounds right.
wrecking and breaking his leg, and he never came back. That was pretty much ended his career.
And he was sensational for 5-6 years.
Yeah,
right?
and I think he was the first guy that basically his contract was voided.
And a good player with the Braves.
Real good player.
There's Adam Kennedy. RBI single, walk, run scored, and a flyout. No parasailing or any of that kind of stuff.
No. see where this guy's going, huh?
He has just been steady.
There he goes. Throw by Hundley, not in time. Stolen base, Brendan Ryan, his 4th of the year. 2nd stolen base tonight by the Mariners. Figgins got the 1st one. That was back in the 4th.
I like it. The Mariners aren't sitting around.
Keep trying to add to their lead.
Keep pushing the throttle.
Count tonight, boys. You got 10 games before the All-Star break. Give me some imperatives for the Mariners to get them through these next 10 games.
Stay healthy, because you can see they're starting to get the injury bug. That's one thing. And continue to keep manufacturing runs early in the ball game. The pitching, as you know, is going to be there. Get Bedard back, though, is going to be huge for them. And who'd have thunk with Bedard? That's another guy. You talk about striking lightning in the bottle. My goodness.
I'd like to see more running game. You know, pick up the running game a little bit more.
You got to get them on first. So
how true.
That's
how true.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah. Bedard's going to travel with the team to Oakland and to Anaheim, and Eric Wedge said look forward to getting him back. Start the second half. Here's a base hit down in the corner. That'll be extras. Ryan scores easily.
Man.
Half a dozen runs on the board for the Mariners tonight. 6-0 Seattle. Adam Kennedy with the double is 14. And his 2nd RBI tonight gives him 26 on the season. I mean, not only did you not envision this kind of productivity, you didn't expect to see him in a 3-hole.
I tell you, and he just stays on everything. He doesn't try to do too much.
I think for Eric Wedge, the one thing that he knows about Adam, and this comes from the years of experience Adam has, is he knows whether he gets hits or not, he's going to give him a quality at bat. He's not going to give at bats away, and give him an opportunity, as we've seen tonight, driving in a couple of runs.
You're exactly right. Giving at bats away. It's amazing how many times you see that.
There was a stretch. Well, I think coming off the Washington game, the Washington series, Eric Wedge was just flat out, we'll just say leave angry, and you can fill in the rest, because guys were giving away at bats. Particularly the last 2 games, 2-1 loss and 1-0.
I think the thing that he said that stuck with me was he's tired of seeing guys doing the same thing and expecting and expecting different results. Be honest with yourself. Make some adjustments.
Take what the game gives you, especially early in the game.
Ground ball to the second baseman Gonzalez. Smoke is retired. The Mariners pick up another run. Adam Kennedy. He's got 2 RBIs tonight. So does Cuss. So does Piguero. Good night. 6-0 Mariners. He's on downtown and the viaduct to your left. Still got about an hour of sunlight. Still available here in Seattle. Jason Vargas back up on the hill. 7th inning. He'll face Headley, Ludwig, and Guzman. 3, 4, and 5. 3-hit shutout working for Mr. Vargas. Headley today, single to center, fly to left. No Dustin Ackley tonight. Pulled a rib on a diver. Slide is what they're suspecting from a couple of days ago. He has today off. Expect to have him okay for tomorrow. Miguel Olivo expected to be back tomorrow. It's base hit. Through the hole, right side. Base hit for Headley. Start the San Diego 7th. As little as $8 per person, you can host a company outing at Safeco Field. You can celebrate the start of the summer, reward employees, and spend some time away from the office. The gathering of your group and heading out to a Mariner game. You're going to enjoy a great ballpark experience. You're going to see your name and lights with the special scoreboard welcome and more. For group ticket information, visit mariners.com/troops. Like what Eric Wade said about Olivo. Said he's getting anxious and ornery. We're going to see him say he wants to play.
Yeah, I don't mind him taking a few extra days if needed, because that's his foundation. That's his whole game. And that's one of those injuries, as you know, Michael. You start messing with hamstrings and calf strains and stay with you all season long.
That's right. He's hit pretty good ways to center field, but Goody's got it under control. Got 1 foot on the track.
Here's the thing with Miguel, too, is he's been catching basically every day. So, maybe a few days off isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're halfway through their season.
He's played 70 games already, and this is game number 82.
So he took BP today. He felt great in BP. The leg's feeling good. He's ready to get back in there. So
Adam Moore on the mend. Chris Jimenez had to go on the DL.
Adam Moore's looking, man, I watched him in the weight room just throwing stuff around. He looks good, man. He's coming up. He's coming back quick.
Figgy, there's one. Kennedy, smoke, whack 'em! Double play around the horn.
Stop it.
Sean Figgins with a second fine play tonight in the field. And that turns back San Diego here in the 7th. Jason Vargas throwing a 4-hit gem. American League, here's why. Sean Figgins, as we check out our Home Depot, doing more on defense. And Figgins had a good night at third base. It's his second stellar play. Adam Kennedy hanging in. They complete the around the horn to end the top of the 7th inning. Good job by the Mariners. Oh, baby, look at this, the old boombox. Not a real one, you could really hurt yourself. Those things were, right? Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you could absolutely get a hernia on that, but that's a nice facsimile there. He's got the chain. Got the toot. He's got the glasses. There's Jack Cust. Cuss, Peguero, and Gutierrez. It's a Jay Buhner jersey, throwing it back to 84.
That's my one fan right there.
There's more than one here, pal. Don't worry about that.
Good job getting him on the pass list.
Yeah. Thanks to Ron Spellis.
Mr. Bass is 3-0 to Jack Cust. Cust has an RBI via another bases loaded walk, his 7th, and an RBI double. And he'll take his walk. That's his 2nd walk tonight. Jack with 43 walks, a team leader in that category. Stay on top of traffic by riding Link Light Rail to the airport. For scheduling info, visit soundtransit.org for details. I knew you were coming, Jay. That's pretty good. It's an honored space there next to the Ichi meter. Carlos Peguero.
Is a die-hard fan. No doubt about that.
Rarely misses a game. This backhand by Hundley.
Bass is struggling right now. 25 pitches, 16 balls, 9 strikes.
Now's the time to look for that dead red and let it go.
Six nothing Mariners. 2nd and the 4th inning. The only innings they've not scored.
A bit tardy.
1-1. Look out. That's in a long way foul.
I can't believe the people that put their hands up to try to catch that. I'm bailing out. I'm like, I got it. Oh, save it. I'm done. I'm leaving you hanging.
Boy, couldn't agree more. Ball and 2 strikes to Peguero. Carlos tonight with a 2-run single in the 3rd inning. Gives him 18 runs batted in. And this is 39th game. Pitch. We'll get out play. Good news for Peguero tonight, and this is 4th plate appearance. To this point, has not broken a bat. Had that run there where he broke about 20 bats. I was talking to him last week. In a very short period of time here at home. 1-2.
It's all right. They don't cost him anything. Just go grab another one. Go to hacking.
This has been closer to what you were talking about, Jay, when he has 2 strikes cutting his swing. He spoiled a couple of pretty good pitches that were away from him.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Changeup.
And a good one. First strikeout for Bass, who's walked 2. Check out a little rally fry action here.
Yeah,
Boys,
a lot
you're
of
on.
good signs in the ballpark tonight. First is going to take him out there. And I like this sign early in the ball game. We saw that they lied to their kids. And they needed some rally fries because they were feeling guilty. That's Matt and Michelle. They drove up from Salem, Oregon today. A long ways to go on the day. There you go.
They lied to the kids.
Wish you were here. Not really.
Not really.
Foul ball.
Yeah, good for them for getting away for a day. That's all right.
You got to have a date night, man.
Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa.
There
right?
you go.
1 out, 1 on. Gutierrez, flat out, strikeout, and a walk. Goody's still trying to round into shape. For Goody, this is game number 37. You know he missed just about all of spring training and a lot of the first month. Showing some periodic flashes. Got a 1-1 count. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say that slider's giving him some fits, though.
You miss all that time, and
yep.
You have a tough time recognizing pitches. I'm going to chase some sliders off the plate.
One, two. Number 2 has been the wild card number here tonight. 2 RBIs for Kennedy, Cust, and Peguero. 6-0 Mariners. We're at the bottom of the 7th. Popped up. Straight away, right field for Denorfia. 2 outs. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. You got San Diego Saturday and Sunday, and then Oakland on the 4th, a day game, night game on the 5th, day game on the 6th. Play, you see 3 of the 4 games in Anaheim, and then it's the All-Star break.
Good for them. Stay on the West Coast.
And then come home and open up the second half here at home against Texas. Play them for 4. Then you get the monster East Coast trip. 3 in Toronto, 3 in Boston, 3 in New York.
All together.
Yep.
So get it done and over with.
Amen. That's exactly right. Month of July, 10 home games, 16 on the road. Josh Bard looking for his first hit tonight. One to the former San Diego Padre. Josh just called up a couple of days ago from Tacoma. Was swinging the bat well down there. Two balls, 1 strike. Sean Figgins on deck. That Cuss started this inning with a walk. Peguero struck out. Gutierrez fly to right. 2-1. That'll be a base hit. Cuss will dig for third. He'll get there. Base hit for Josh Bard on a 2-1 pitch. So a 2-out base hit. Runners at the corners. Figgy could use a feel good about myself at bat right here. Pick up an RBI and another hit. He's got 1 hit tonight.
Bard had his first start on Wednesday. Had a couple of hits in that game and comes back with a solid base hit into left. Checking in with a knock.
Bard was hitting .301 down at Tacoma. Figgins fouled out to the third baseman, leading off the 6th against Anthony Bass. Dustin Mosley, the starter, went 4 2/3 for San Diego. 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. Figgins fly ball right field. Northfield puts it away, and that'll do it. Mariners leave a couple, but through 7, it's 6-0 Mariners. Sports is being brought to you by Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza. Fun starts at only $11.99 only at your Pizza Hut. By Wittenberg Brothers Brewing, brewing without boundaries. And by Money Tree, looking for a loan with more time to repay? Apply for a Money Tree payday loan online at moneytreeinc.com. Cameron Maben leading off for San Diego here in the 8th. Maben, Gonzalez, and Rizzo, 6, 7, and 8 against Jason Vargas, who's got a 4-hit shutout. Big double play around the horn into the 7th inning. Started by Sean Figgins. One. This is inside. Back with the strike. Texas put a whooping on Florida, 15-5. Nishik used to be with Minnesota. Got a very unique delivery. Bouncing ball to Ryan. And Maben beats it out. Nice acceleration. Ryan knew he had to gun it down there. Infield hit. Let's check in with Angie Mente.
Well, guys, the 80s theme tonight, all in fun, but at the same time, there were prizes on the line, and I am here with tonight's winner, Roger and Marie. Tell me how you guys came up with your theme, and show everybody again your cell phones.
Well, actually, we did this last time was an 80s night, so Marie, my wife, wanted me to do this again, so.
All right, I understand why, because Marie, you went through a lot of trouble for this outfit.
Yeah, I made it. I found an 80s pattern on the internet, bought it, and made it suit for him.
You didn't make Jay Buhner's because he's wearing the exact same thing upstairs, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't know what his size was.
All right, Roger, who wore it better? That's my question. You or Jay?
Me, of course.
I hate to tell you this, Jay, but he also just dug in there that he is more here than you do. Not much, but a little more.
A little more.
Back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you. Congratulations to the winners.
Got to wear shades.
It's good. Off the fist, here comes Peguero. One out. As Gonzalez flies to left. 5 hits given up by Jason Vargas here tonight. Brings up young Anthony Rizzo. This guy doesn't have too big shoes to fill. Hey, Adrian Gonzalez is in Boston. Hey, kid, pick up that productivity. Swing and a miss.
Nice pickup by Boston, huh?
Yes, it was.
You kidding me?
Last December.
What's he leading the league in RBIs?
Gonzalez is all over the board. This kid hit 365, 42 runs, 73 hits, 20 doubles, a triple, 16 homers, 63 ribbies last year, 52 games for Tucson. He also stole 5 bases.
We were in Boston earlier in the year. Gonzalez, he was hitting around 300, but he only had 2 home runs. That was kind of the talk. What's going on?
Yeah. Now what's he got? All it takes is 1 week for some of those guys,
especially in that ballpark, right? Gonzalez started leading the league. Started today leading the league at 352, and he's got 16 homers, and he leads in ribbies at 71.
I'd say that's a good pickup.
How about total bases? 194 tops. Number 1 in hits, 115. Let's see, on base percentage. He's 3rd. Slugging, he's 2nd.
And by the way, he's a really good first baseman.
Oh man, isn't he?
Big swing and a miss. Rizzo's gone. 2 down. Strikeout number 6 for Vargas.
Looks like he gets him with the changeup. Changeup in the middle of the plate. Rizzo out in front of it.
Got a little bit of a Tino Martinez swing. Oh, finish at the end.
Vargas with 6 strikeouts. He's given up 5 hits. He's not walked anybody. Catcher in the 9 hole is Nick Hundley. So strike. Mariners will see Adrian Gonzalez and the Red Sox coming up in a weekend, July 3 weeks tonight, 22, 23, 24. And then that's the trip we're going to take on this after the Sunday afternoon game.
You guys are training it, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. Old school.
That's going to be cool. I'd like to be on.
Have you ever done that?
No, I'd love to be on that. They got that. They have something like that up through Colorado that I'd like to do.
Foul back to Phillies on occasion. Figure what, they go to Washington 3 times, at least once. It's not all 3 times. I know they do it at least once. They take the train from Philly to Washington.
Why not? The traffic alone saves you time.
Sure.
They just rent out. Did the Mariners just rent out a whole?
I believe so. And if that's not the case, it just bought up that whole train.
Yeah, exactly.
And just, and everybody.
At least a couple cars.
Yeah. Ball of 2 strikes here to Hundley. Swing and a miss. How about Vargas? 7 strikeouts through 8 innings. He's got a 5-hit shutout. Another sterling performance by Jason Vargas, and the offense has been kind to him tonight. The Mariners lead at 6-0.
Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. And by Sterling Savings Bank. Visit sterlingsavingsbank.com. Welcome back to Safeco Field. The Mariners in control, a 6-0 lead over the San Diego Padres. Seahawks and Sounders opened a new team shop in downtown Seattle today with helping hands from Walter Jones and Casey Keller. Literally, the 2 athletes made molds of their hands as part of the grand opening ceremonies for the store. The molds, along with their autographs, will stay in the store through the rest of the summer. The Pro Shop is near the corner of Pike and 5th Avenue in Seattle, and its grand opening festivities will continue through the holiday weekend. Right now, let's send it back to the guys in the booth.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. Boy, we had a little kid put on a show here. Was he great? Man, oh, man. That was very impressive. Pat Neshek takes over. Pitching duties here for San Diego. Ichiro's his first hitter. Ichiro pounds one back to Pat. And 1 out. Tomorrow evening, Mariners trading cards. They're back right here at Safeco Field. Game 2 against the Padres. First 20,000 fans take home this year's edition of the Collector's Cards. It's going to feature the 2011 Mariners Make sure you get to the ballpark early, trade cards with your friends, and complete your set. Get your tickets today, Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. Brendan Ryan, 2 runs scored. He's 2 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base. It's 1 unique delivery. He was Minnesota most recently.
It's strange the way he steps on the mound and then he slides his right foot over.
He looks like a lot of those Japanese pitchers when they start to go up with a high leg kick, and then he just doesn't do it. It's all about deception, I guess.
Very much so, yeah.
Trying to pick up release point.
And take a look at it. It's more sidearm, but when you watch him, it looks like he's going to go completely submarine.
Yeah.
It's really sidearm.
Picked up on waivers after the Twins let him go on March 20th. Jay, since we got you, I got to ask you this: anything else in baseball jumped out at you like, wow, I didn't expect that? This one popped up.
I didn't expect Minnesota Twins to be doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
By any means.
But they have they made a little bit of a move. Mauer came back, and a couple other guys came, but they got injuries like crazy.
Yeah, didn't Morneau just get surgery around his neck?
Done, right, because they were 8.5 back starting today.
Right.
But they were, 12, 13 back at one point. They were in last place, and they've climbed over KC.
Kansas City started off hot, and they came back to reality real quick. They got a good young club, though. And then my favorite guy to watch in baseball is that Troy Tulowitzki, and that guy is just, he's just amazing. He's a human highlight reel. Oof.
0-2 to Kennedy. He's had a 2 RBI night, first inning.
Well, Ether's changed.
For 71 miles
Bugs
an hour.
Bunny, but strike 1, strike 2, strike 3.
Still one of the greatest cartoons ever. And he gets him on 3 pitches. Nisha very effective. There's 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. And we go to the 9th inning. 6-0 Mariners. Scoring for his 3rd complete game of the year and trying to make it a shutout. And his first hitter's Chris Denorfia, top of the order here for San Diego. Vargas already has 2 shutouts, trying to make it 3.
He's in great shape with his pitch count, just 93 pitches for him.
Here's what Vargas has done to this point. This is after a loss on this that he has incurred, and he's a guy that bounces back really well. Look out! Oh my goodness!
Oh, hit the empty seats in the first row.
Wow. Boy, that is some scary stuff.
It went right over the top of the camera booth, too.
Wow. Man, good thing the on-deck-hitter was that Bartlett paying attention.
Guy spilled his beer, too. Bummer. Wow.
1-2. Ryan, perfectly timed. 1 out. Oh, he had that lined up nicely. Well, Jason Vargas 2 outs away from his 3rd complete game and 3rd shutout of the year.
He got it up.
Good ups.
Man.
Yeah, nice upset. Oh, nice job. DeNorfie is giving the bat to the fan. Well done. Way to go, Chris. Good stuff. He figured, hey, I got any hits in it. I don't need it anymore. DeNorfie goes 0 for 4. What the hey, right? Painting on the outside corner to Bartlett, who's 0 for 3. Vargas is having a catch out there. 1-2.
Next pitch will be 100 for Jason.
Looks like he's throwing a bullpen.
Shutout Tampa Bay, shutout Philly, both here at Safeco Field. He threw 115 against Tampa and 119 against the Phillies. He's got Bartlett 1-2. Ryan will take care of this. Gets a nice hop. And Smoke takes care of it. 2 outs. Take a look at our Coors Light freeze cam. 2 outs here in the 9th. We've had a very fun evening here. We flash back to 1984. And on that date in 1984, Mariners won at Boston. And now they're 1 out away from a 6-0 victory. Swing and a foul tip in the Bart's glove off the bat of Chase Headley. So the crowd of 23,616 rises in approval here. 0-1. That pitch misses. 1-1. They count to Chase Headley. He's got 2 hits tonight. Single to center, fly out to left, and a single to right. 1-1 from Vargas. 2-1. He is in great rhythm and has been all night. 7 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. 2-1 pitch. There's a strike now. It's 2-2. A strike away from putting this one in the W column.
I'll tell you, that cutter has set up his changeup tonight. That changeup has been deadly for him.
He's located it too.
Oh, it's crazy. His location's been unbelievable.
Still not even dark. 2-2. Line drive off the glove of Ryan into left field for a base hit. So Headley with a 3-hit night.
This one's hit on the button. Headley, as Dave mentioned, with 3 hits, and Brendan Ryan goes up and he goes right off the top of his glove.
Little cutter didn't quite get in there.
Didn't quite get there.
Brings up Ryan Ludwig. He's 0 for 4. 0 for 3, beg your pardon. Strikeout. Ground to first. Fly to center.
I like it. You said 0 for 4. Good job.
There's strike 1. Headley moves up to second.
Be indifference.
Sure will be. I would think it would be. I've not heard. Indifference indeed, Eric Radovich. Official score. 0-1 to Ludwig, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Just doubles up with the changeup, doesn't matter.
Throw it again.
Now they haven't been able to figure it out. Look, you can see the location of him, down in the zone, down in the zone. He's been there all night long.
Jason Vargas a strike away. He's got Ludwig 0-2. The 0-2 to Ludwig from Vargas. Fly ball center field, that'll do it. Goody gone back. Mariners win 6-0 in a 3-game losing streak. And Jason Vargas, his 3rd complete game all at home, his 3rd shutout all here at home. And he runs his record to 6-5. And how about the offense? 2 RBI night for Kennedy, Cust, and Peguero. Good work all around.
I think the key to this game tonight was Jason Vargas coming into it. He's bounced back many times this year. Gives up just the 6s in the shutout. The Padres did not have a runner in scoring position until the last guy was just out there. 0 for 1 with men in scoring position. That's how dominant he was in this game.
That was impressive. As Vargas strikes out 7 guys, doesn't walk anybody. There's some really good work here tonight. The 7 Ks, and that makes it 4-0. The Mariners against San Diego. The Mariners end a 3-game losing streak, and it stops a 4-game San Diego win streak, and a good start to the month of July for the Seattle Mariners. So they'll be back at it tomorrow. Game 2 of this series, it'll be Doug Fister against Corey Lupke. And we'll be with you first pitch at 7:10 tomorrow evening. 6-0 the final.